Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with the Papa Fox, Peter Voss, and we're going to continue playing some more Defense Grid The Awakening in episode 5. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and when we last left off, we had just defended a active geothermal energy plant to get some just basically some more towers is really what happened, and we lost a bit of core, so it's a tactical blunder on my end. Now we get to Barrier to Entry. A subterranean complex in the eastern wastelands is under attack. We can hold them off at the surface. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm actually going to restart this. I had taken a very brief look.
Where are we? Apparently we're in the middle of nowhere with our backside to the breeze. Shape their paths to slow them down, or you'll never get them all.
Okay, so yes, as I said just a little earlier, I had taken a look at this map again before I started recording, and I have a bit of a rough plan about what we're going to do. So we're going to block this area off with towers, we're going to block this area off, and we're going to sort of lead the aliens on a merry winding path through here. They're going to come around here, they're going to get the cores, and they're going to come back. And I'm actually going to block off this area so they're forced into this little choke point. I'm going to block this area off as well. So they have to come through here. I'm going to force them to walk this way, through here, and then I'm going to force them to walk this way. And have a little bit of a winding course at the very end once we get some extra resources. So why don't we go ahead and get this started. I'm actually going to go ahead and place a cannon tower here. That way they'll get a nice range of attack. I'm gonna place a gun tower. Let's go ahead and place Inferno tower, laser tower, just a nice spread of towers, you know? And maybe no. Gun tower. And Inferno tower. Yeah, there we go. That should work. Okay. Here we go. Now, I did actually do a little bit of thinking about what I was talking about last time regarding, the human, or supposedly human. We've actually never seen humans at all in this game, but the supposedly conflict between you, the player, and the aliens. And I had talked a little bit about Ender's Game being a fairly good story to look at when it comes to conflicts like this. But I was doing some thinking. Probably a better, or at least more recent, certainly, in my opinion, better story that goes into failure to communicate and how you can get around that is the science fiction series by Dr. Nnedi Okorafor. She won the Hugo Award for short story, or for short novella for her Binti series. And if you haven't read that, I would certainly suggest that you do so. It's an amazing story.
There. I've dug up another tower design for you. Remember to let it charge up. The longer, the better.
There we go. Yeah, we're going to place one there. We're going to place one here, and then we're going to place
Let's
another.
See what kind of trouble we can put in front of these buggers, eh?
I love the AI companion in this. He's just awesome. But yeah, Binti, I don't want to give away any spoilers because it is a fairly recent book, and it's very well written. It's also incredibly brief, so you don't have to invest a whole lot of time in reading it. Certainly studying it. There's a lot to unpack in it. But basically, you have this young woman from, I can't remember exactly where in Africa, but it takes place in the far distant future, and she ends up in a very tense alien conflict, which she is able to act as a bridge between cultures, shall we say. And that is an absolutely incredible story. Let's go ahead and put a Tesla tower there. You know, live large. We're eventually going to put a temporal tower somewhere around here. Let's go ahead. I just want to get this winding area up first. Okay. We're gonna put a gun tower there as soon as we can. But yeah, it's a fascinating story, and it goes into exactly a different way of looking at a conflict like that. Typically, these kinds of human-alien or alien-other conflicts are handled, of course, with military sci-fi, and some of those stories are quite entertaining and very useful to understand, but they do have their problems. So, okay, here we go. Let's go ahead. There we go. Awesome. So we got a nice little obstacle course going here. Okay. And we're going to put an Inferno Tower there. And let's see. Sorry, I need to think about this for a second. Okay, if we go there, then
something new coming in.
Ah, right. Yes. Okay. I know exactly what we're going to do. Ooh. Yeah, this is a new alien. These guys, and if you see in the about the center of the screen now, they spawn enemies. You'll see right there. Yep. And the longer they stay alive, the more enemies they spawn, and they can be quite troublesome to deal with.
That one's bagged and tagged in the files now.
Okay. Still not enough resources to justify doing what I need to do. Okay, come on, bring it down. There we go. Let's go ahead and put a cannon tower here. We're going to put a couple of gun towers here as soon as we're able to. Kerblam! Okay, but yeah, so there's that. I thought that was rather interesting to take a look at. I really like talking more about the game now. I actually really like maps like this where you can really play around with the pathing of the enemies. A general strategy is just get them to do as many twists and turns as possible. So. I probably could have done something a little fancy around here, but... or, heck, I could have probably even redirected them around this way or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? I think we're going to try to get a laser tower here. Because those things can actually pump out quite a bit of damage when they need to. Or when they're upgraded, anyway. Yeah. Okay, the next big thing is to get the towers up over here. So we're going to go ahead and start that. They're just going to be some cheap gun towers. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Come on. Okay, come on, come on.
To get our cause back, we need to eliminate that.
Know, hopefully this will take the guy. Okay, there we go. Now, once these guys get through, we'll put that last little gun tower right here, and have that closed off. And that'll be our main portion. Now we're gonna concentrate on getting this area up to snuff. And up to snuff is, of course, a technical term. Lots of things are technical terms when you think about it. Oh me, oh my. I just crack myself up sometimes. Well, you know, if you're not willing to joke around with yourself, you know, what's the point? Okay. Let's figure out where we're going to put our first temporal tower. I think I'm going to put it right about here. Yes. Because we want them slowed down here in case they actually break all the way through. I don't really think we're going to get a whole lot in the way of aircraft in this one, if I remember correctly. So there is that. I'm actually going to put a cannon tower here as soon as I am able to, just so I can get that nice angle of attack going. And there they go. Yeah, I need to put in a few more Tesla towers somewhere around here because those things really do a number on shielded enemies. Sometimes I cannot talk. Sometimes I just has the dumb. We're also going to put a cannon tower right here, so we can get a nice spread of damage going. We're probably going to put a temporal tower right here, so you got a nice slowdown going. Yep, this is all going according to plan. Let's see how much oh, he's getting fairly low. Awesome. This is working just as it ought to. We're going to put a Tesla tower here, because by the time they get here, this is going to be a highly charged up, and it's just going to like rip them to shreds. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that temporal tower up as soon as we are able to. Any moment. There we go. And then we're going to put another temporal tower right here. Might have been able to do a better job putting heavily armored or heavily damaging towers up here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cannon right here. I think that would be a good choice. Smack them down on the ramp on their way down. Yep. Yup. This is working out quite nicely. I am pleased. I am mightily pleased. Yeah, I don't have as great of a spread of temporal towers as I had last time I played this mission, but, you know, I think this is working out quite nice. Quite nicely, in fact. I think we can just put like a couple of cannon towers up here too to get a nice little angle going, which I think we're going to go ahead and do. Yes, this is going to be a gigantic kill zone. Sweet. I think let's actually go ahead and get this started, because I'm getting a little worried. There are quite a number of enemies, and we still 4 waves left. Yeah, I want to get this set up, because eventually this is going to cause a gigantic problem. I wonder if I could. No, this'll do. This'll do. No need to worry. And gun tower. Another gun tower here. And one here. And probably one right here.
Carefully, and we'll get through this.
There we go. Yep. See? They're just going down like flies. You know, the other thing I was thinking about, in regards to what I was talking about last time, was you're getting through. Is a little bit more of a thoughtful commentary on the mechanics of this game. You know, especially in light of the conflict that this game is supposed to be highlighting. Now, the interesting thing here is that you are being actively rewarded for every time you dispatch an enemy. So you're given no, understanding of why this conflict exists. You're simply being ordered to take these suckers out. And from the game's point of view, this is supposed to be seen as a good thing. And now, granted, of course, it is a game, and the people who are playing this obviously know that this is fiction. I know that this is fiction. But it's still useful to think about that the stories are incredibly important. There's a reason why stories are one of the primary mediums of getting people to learn. So when we think about stories, we can also think about how we do things just in our day-to-day lives. Which is kind of
those things out.
I think that when we take a look at the mechanics like this, it forces us to make certain assumptions about what this conflict is, what narrative we are taking part in. And we literally don't have a choice. We could stop playing the game, but that wouldn't be very fun, would it? So a lot of this is actually up to the writers to sort of, to guide whoever the player is. Now, in this case, this game sets up a fairly good story, at least in Defense Grid 2, about what this conflict actually is, and that's kind of useful. I've almost talked myself right through these different waves. Okay. We're going to upgrade some of these temporal towers. And we're going to add in another cannon. And another cannon up here. There we go. And just as a sort of like a silly musing, back in the first episode, this guy said he had he was uploaded into a computer like who knows how long ago, and the funny thing is that means his physical body is now withered away to probably dust. I mean, after like that many years, it's probably literally not even a thing anymore. So, is this AI really a he at this point? I mean, obviously you can see they have a male voice actor, and they wrote him as a very male personality, but that's basically all it is, He doesn't have any of the things that we would think of normally, at least like society would have thought of as normally a certain gender. So when you strip out all of the biological trappings, what really is it? What is the thing that makes this AI the way he is? But if that doesn't float your boat, it's interesting to think about, and maybe it might inspire somebody to make a game where they investigate that. Or maybe in a later Defense Grid, like if they ever make a third one or something, they can actually go into some of that. Because I know in Defense Grid 2, you actually do get a few characters who are women, which is kind of a neat perspective on this. Especially since Mary Robinette Kowal did a lot of the writing. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a number of these towers. Actually, I'm going to upgrade this one. Yes. So yeah, this general strategy, I had front-loaded a lot of money into just building a lot of towers. Some people only choose to build a few towers and then highly upgrade them. So it's basically 6 one way, half a dozen another. Yeah, I hope that discussion you know, or those musings of mine about the AI or about, you know, investing in the mechanics float your boat. I mean, it doesn't, you know, for everybody, but I kind of think that if you're going to treat video games as art, you should be able to talk about these things. Even if the game is as entertaining and as whimsical as this game is. Which is kind of neat. You know, if I really like something, I want to think about it. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Maybe we'll get enough to upgrade this cannon tower back here. Actually, maybe we might get enough to go ahead and toss in a Tesla tower. Yep, okay. We're going to do that. We're going to toss in another Tesla tower right here. Yep. That'd be a good thing. That'd be a very good thing. I think we're going to come out of this without a single core gone. That'd be just dandy. Now, of course, I am just going to keep upgrading all of these towers in the off chance that some of these folks break through. But, you know, I think we're going to be okay. Of course, perhaps I might have spoken too soon. Yeah, we're just mowing them down. Just getting them work done. This is wonderful. I think we're actually going to put 2 Tesla towers right down here.
They've taken one of our cores.
Yes, I know they have their cores, but, you know, there goes the timer. We're actually almost done with this episode. And we just have a few more aliens to knock out. I know they're taking the cores. Jeez. Calm down. They're not going to make it through. Could even upgrade this to smother this little area in slow juice, so to speak. I don't even know where I came up with that term. Okay, we're going to upgrade that cannon tower. I'm probably going to upgrade this one as well. No, we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, we're just fine. Last 3 aliens and not a single core gone. I did so much better in this episode than the last one. Hooray! There we go. Why are you running backwards? It's like, I'm not...
A hard-fought battle and a sweet, sweet victory.
Yes, sweet, sweet victory indeedly-doo. Yeah, that guy was like, I'm not finished with you yet. Well, there we go.
As good as it gets.
Okay. Well, if you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like or comment or even share the video. Of course, if you want to subscribe to the channel and see more awesome stuff, that's also highly appreciated. It's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you'll come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Defense Grid in Episode 6. Take care. Bye.